Hi everyone, this is Thorsten from Germany. I decided to make another video about about heavy metal music, and this time I would like to do it as a metal version of a metal video of speed metal and thrash metal. Speed and thrash metal attack. So my favorite music when I listen to heavy metal, my favorite music is more or less speed and thrash metal. Of course, I love every kind of metal, but these two kinds, this thrash, this hard and rough and energetic metal and speed metal, these are my favorite two categories of metal altogether. And I would like to share. I have, I think, 32 of really great thrash and speed metal records, except for the Germans, which I posted in the previous video. I won't put them in right now. That would be not very logical, because that was a German metal attack, and now speed and thrash metal attack. It's mostly bands from the 80s, which I really love, and I want to share them here. And we start with Anthrax. Of course, Anthrax has quite a few and quite a lot of very good albums, but for me, Anthrax, my two favorite Anthrax records are Spreading the Disease and Among the Living. And of those, if I have to choose, I would like to choose Spreading the Disease. I really love this album for several reasons. I think the sound is really good for a thrash speed metal record, and the songs and the performance of the artist is also exceptional. Especially Joe Belladonna sings on this record very wonderfully. There's not one filler on this record. My favorite would be like Armed and Dangerous, is a fantastic song. All AIR, Lone Justice, Madhouse, Stand or Fall, Enemy, After. There's not Medusa, Gung Ho. There is not one filler on this fantastic Anthrax record, Spreading the Disease. I can clearly remember when I bought it. It was really a fantastic experience to listen to such an energetic, melodic and really good musicianship. Charlie Benante, a fabulous drummer, Ian as a rhythm guitar, and Bello as a bass guitar player. I love it very much. Among the Living is also very wonderful, but if I have to choose, like I said, I would choose Spreading the Disease as the first record in the bunch I want to present. Next one is one of my maybe my most favorite speed metal album is Agent Steel, Skeptics Apocalypse, with this Far Out cover. It's really great musicianship, and I like this, the intro. Every living thing on this planet has an aura. This is such a cool intro, and then Agents of Steel. I mean, who can sit still when those guitars take a part of you? This riffing, Agents of Steel. This song is so, you cannot sit still. You just want to stand up and play air guitar. And Evil Eye, Evil Minds, Bleed for the Gods, Children of the Sun, and 144 Gone is also really a milestone in this category of metal. I like also the conspiracy shit John Carey is spinning. I like this alien crap. This is the Bermuda Triangle, and he has nice stories to tell about this. Really funny, if you believe it or not. It doesn't matter. It's fun. But it's really a great speed metal album. I would love to hear this in a good production with less high frequencies and more of the drums. Then it would really kick ass. Right now it kicks ass, but that would be really a super upgrade if they would tame the highs and give the drums a nice kick. Another one is really fantastic. Abattoir, Vicious Attack, also nearly the same time, 84, 85, 86. Fantastic record. Screams from the Grave is, I think, the opener, yes. The cover of Motorhead is also fantastic. Ace of Spades. Brutal riffing. good singing. I like this record very much. Abattoir, Vicious Attack, fantastic. Good speed metal. Very raw, melodic. Artillery, Fear of Tomorrow, I think Norwegian band. I'm not quite sure, Belgium or Norwegian. I'm not quite sure where they are from. I think Norwegian, or I don't remember. But this record has a great song selection. Very thrashy, not that much speed, but very thrash, raw, energetic, great melodies. Very good record. Artillery, wonderful. I also remember the time when this came out. It's also a little bit punk vibe is also there. It's a 85 Roadrunner pressing. Great, highly recommended thrash metal album. Artillery, Fear of Tomorrow. Then one very good thrash metal album, a speed metal album, Annihilator. Alice in Hell. Jeff Waters, very good guitar player. Great vocals also on that record. Nice songwriting, very powerful and fast and energetic songs. Also highly recommended album if you're into thrash and speed metal. The next one I think is Into Neverland, or Neverland, is also very good from Annihilator, but I prefer the Alice in Chains. Great album. One very underrated album is Atomkraft, Future Warriors. Great Britain, I think. Also friends of Venom. It's very. This is the style they are dressed in the 80s. Destruction, Sodom, Creator, Running Wild style with the complete what is this called? This metal, this neat and this I don't know the word for it. These iron things here, and then of course the gas mask. The Mad Max touch, funny, but really Starchild is a fantastic song. Wow, this is really total metal, great lyrics, total metal. Heat and Pain is also very lyrically, very wonderful, ironic mode out. Burn in Hell, it's a good song, but for me Starchild is the best one on this record. It's a nice thrash metal album, not that fast, but really energetic and powerful. A controversial album is this one. I love it, but I love it exclusively for the music. The lyrics are controversial, as is Lord Pete Steele, who is also very controversial, at least at that time. But when I read the interviews, he explained the Jesus Hitler song, for example. I would not have called it like that, but the songs are really very good on that record. Very fast, very heavy race war and inner conflict. Yeah, okay, USA for USA. Like I said, the lyrics are a little bit controversial, but for the music, it's really an exceptional speed metal and thrash album. Production is also raw and in your face. Jack Daniels and Pizza is the famous intro, where I think one of those guys pukes into the toilet. Fantastic. Everyone wants to hear it. But as a joke, okay, semi-funny. But the songs are really highly recommended. If you don't pay attention to the really aggressive and hateful lyrics. Once I was with Shelter on tour, a hardcore band from America, Krishna hardcore band from America. And we were at the Dynamo Open Air, and Tybo Negative were playing. And I was backstage with my friends from Shelter, and Hanuman and King from Slayer joined us backstage on the left side with a six-pack, and we were standing there, and Pete Steele was on the stage with a wine bottle, and he was playing with the wine bottle on his bass. And then he said something really what was really shocking me. I think he was not in a very good mood these days. He said, the next song is about suicide, and if you really want to do it, take someone with you hate. And I was like, my God, what is going on in his brain? Okay, suicide is harsh, but take someone with you hate. okay. I would not say this to an audience, but I think he was really not in a very good mood. Sorry, it was very shocking for me to hear, and I was not very inspired to be there much longer. Next one is a classic thrash metal album with a sad story. It's Detaunt, American hardcore metal band with a little bit punk influences like Conflict or Misfits. The lady, Miss Dawn Crosby, great voice, great vocals on that record, but sadly she was very, very troubled in her life, and I think she took her life because of manic depression, something like that, or depression in itself. But this record is a milestone in itself. It's very underrated. It's very, very raw and has some very, very, very excellent melodies in the songs. Let me see if I find something. Shattered Illusion is nice, very good. Widow's Walk is my favorite one. She sings, you can feel her pain when she sings. You can really feel that she was very much in pain, but the songs are really, really great. Detaunt, recognize no authority. Yes, good slogan in these times, at least in Germany. Death Angel, the ultra violence, no words needed, classic thrash and speed metal album. Also a very big milestone, and also from the musician side, fantastic musicianship, fantastic songwriting, very good production. Yeah, this is a kick-ass thrash metal album. If you don't have it, grab it. Death Angel, ultra violence, fantastic. Of course, another one is famous also. At least the cover, everybody knows the cover. Exciter, Heavy Metal Maniac. I was blown away when I heard this album in the first time. This was 80. My god, this is the original American pressing. Patrick, my good friend, he sent it to me. Patrick, the vinyl archivist, he sent it to me. 1983 it was recorded. And when I heard that actually the drummer is singing the songs, I was even more blown away, because that's a fantastic performance live. I saw them on YouTube, many concerts in that time. From that time you can see that he's doing this performance very well. Even today he does it fantastically. Dan Beeler on drums. This is such a great record. Stand Up and Fight, Heavy Metal Iron Dogs. Great stuff. I like another one, Violence and Force. I also like, but for like presenting the gems of speed and thrash metal, this is an exceptional milestone. Heavy Metal Maniac, Exciter, fantastic. Now comes another one of the best speed metal albums I know is Exodus, Bonded by Blood. Original Music for Nation pressing, fantastic. I mean, I have to say, if I would go into critics, I'm not 100% a super fan of, what is the singer called? Bailoff, I think. Paul Bailoff. He was inspiring the people on the mosh pit to kill each other, which I find a little bit disturbing. And his voice is, for me personally, too aggressive, and he has not a big range in his vocals. It's more like aggressive screaming like hell, but it fits to the music, but it could be a little bit more varieties. But the music in itself speaks for itself. It's really every song is a classic, and then there were none. Lesson in Metal Command, Strike of the Beast. This was riffing in perfection, And this is really, when you like riffing thrash metal with beautiful guitar licks and riffs, Exodus Bonded by Blood is one of the best speed metal albums, except for the critic I would put on the vocals, which are for me too... It gets boring, the screams, It should be more... should have more variety, but it fits. For one record I can tolerate that, but then I think they changed. The next record was from another singer, and I think Bailoff was no more. I think he never came back to Exodus. The other one, this one is also highly recommended. Exxplorer, Symphonies of Steel. Hard to find on the original Black Dragon label. Fantastic speed metal album with touches of US metal and epic metal. But this is really also in your face, very very good. Symphonies of Steel or some. I think they also. Yes, also that it was a similar time 80s, 85, 86. Yeah, very very good album from the label. Hair Apparent is on that label too, and I think Savage Grace also. But this one is also highly recommended. Very very good speed metal album. Great musicianship, great guitars, great guitar work. Hirax, Reaching Violence is a pure speed metal album. Yes, in the vein of Exodus, similar. Thrashy and speed, very very fast, very high energy, great vocals, great guitar work. Really really another milestone. Also again from Bill Metoyer or Metoyer, like I don't know how it's pronounced in French. It is Bill Metoyer. Bill Metoyer, he's a really big name in the metal production scene. And this one is an exceptional thrash speed metal album. Hirax, Raging Violence, great stuff. One of my favorite speed metal albums and thrash metal albums, Hallows Eve. Tales of Terror, what a great record. I still love to hear it in these days. A little serial killer back photo. Like these guys, look at them. This one here. I would not want to meet him at night. You know, maybe I get kicked in my butt. But the songs are really fantastic. It starts with The Mansion, and then Valley of the Dolls, Metal Merchants, the last song, Hallows Eve. Some say it's a Maiden ripoff. I love it. Hallows Eve. It has this beginning guitar. It sounds a little bit like Prowler, a little bit this flanging guitar, but really this is a hymn. Hallows Eve, such a wonderful song. Metal Merchants also, and Plunging to Megadeth is pure thrash. And then this Hallows Eve at the end, 9 minutes, is very epic. Beginnings of this epic metal sorry, I'm German, category. And I really heartily recommend, I heavily recommend it, not hardly heavy. If you find it somewhere, it's very hard to get in a good condition. I got this from a friend who played it once and then recorded it on tape, so it's like new. It's unbelievable actually. I can show. My good friend Andy, he sold me that because he sold it, and he just took it and he recorded it on tape. You know, it's like it really looks unplayed. You know, it's incredible. And if you find it in a playable condition as a metal fan, and especially if you like heavy stuff and thrash stuff, you will love it. Especially this last song, Hallows Eve, which is really, yeah, it has some Maiden also in. Great guitar work too. Next one is punk speed metal, thrash, not very much, but punky speed metal, Lard. The Power of Lard, with this super awesome cover, this bloodworm which is sucking blood, and they put it on a glass and photograph it from under the glass, so he is sucking on glass right now, this worm. It looks like a super heavy sea monster. But this song, The Power of Lard, this is a masterpiece of speed metal. You cannot sit still. Lyrics are fantastic. Who will babysit the babysitters? This is so nice, you know. And are you a man or are you a mouse? If you love your fun, just die for it. This is Biafra at its best. Very critical lyrics. I like it so much. The first song, it kicks your ass. The last song, Time to Melt, is a trip. It's, I think, 26 minutes. Doomy stuff. Little bit depressive, but really, really also very original. But when I hear the first song, The Power of Lard, I cannot sit still. Next one is a band from Belgium, a highly underrated band, Killer, Shockwaves. It has some very exceptional songs on it. I really love it. Shockwaves is fantastic. In the Name of the Law is fantastic, and the instrumental King Kong, whatever they call it, King Kong, it's funny. But really, really, what a freaking good song. The instrumental, Spooky, Double Beer and Shorty, great names. I mean, Double Beer, yeah, it hits the nail, he is a beer. Really great album, Blood on the Chains, Richter in the Eye of My Gun. There's not a filler on that record, and it's on this famous metal label Mausoleum. If you find this somewhere for 20 euros or 15 or dollars, grab it. It's such a nice thrash speed power, great album. Very good energy and super nice. I love it if there is melodic stuff inside. I don't like the death metal stuff where it's only in your face and no melody or no harmony. But the guitar work on this record is fantastic. Of course, no words needed for that one. My favorite Megadeth record, together with Rust in Peace. It's really close, very, very close. Both are excellent, but if I have to choose, I would choose Peace Cells, because I grew up with that record after Metallica. Megadeth was there when he got kicked out. And this record is really a statement. It's fantastic. It has really, really fantastic songwriting. Some stuff you never heard before. Wake Up Dead was not a typical metal song. I think it has jazz influences also inside. Good Friday is incredible. My Last Words. Boah. This is such a good album, and I love the production from Randy Burns, I think it is. Let me check. I think Randy Burns produced it. Very, very good production. Very powerful, very good dynamics. Another thrash record. Not very known, but also very good one. Mortal Sin, with the epic name Mayhemic Destruction. I mean, come on. A Mayhemic Destruction, yes, okay, that's nice. This was the times. You have to have like Morbid Angel. You have to have a very brutal name as a record title, but Mayhemic Destruction tops it all. So what else is there as Mayhemic Destruction? Destruction is always Mayhemic, for fuck's sake. So this one is really good record. Very fast, very heavy. Good songs on it. Good production too. Highly recommended. It's not cheap, I think. Maybe, yeah. I got it also from my friend. I don't know the price, but I never saw it anywhere in Germany. I think it's hard to get. Maybe they are from Australia. I'm not quite sure. Of course, another one. Very well-known thrash metal album. A little bit black metal, which I freaking hate, but I can tolerate. Power from Hell. With this Satan on the cover, whatever the guy is. But it's really a good one, really a nice thrash metal album, also with black metal influences. It's really expensive right now. It's on the, it's original. This is, I think, original, yes, UK pressing. Really, really rare and really, really powerful, straight thrash metal album, a little bit like Bathory in the beginning. This what is it called? Something like the Return of Darkness and Evil, and the other one with the goat Bathory. The first Bathory album has similar stylish elements like this one. I think these are a little bit more heavy, but also highly recommended for a thrash fan and speed fan. Great stuff. Of course, one of the best thrash metal albums. Overkill, Feel the Fire. Overkill has a lot of good albums. Next one is also good. Taken Over, Under the Influence, the newer ones. I don't think they have a bad album, but for me, Feel the Fire is the best for me, because I love the songs on them. Rotten to the Core, Raise the Dead, Hammerhead, Feel the Fire, Sonic Reducer, fantastic. If you don't have it, you have to get it. Milestone. Of course, next one, another one which is famous, Pantera. Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power, with this wonderful cover. Very, very good record. I really would also like to see that in a remix. It has for my ears, I a little tinnitus. It has too much high frequencies, and I would love to have that in a more balanced way. It's brutal, yes, and it's very, very good. Songs are fantastic, but it could be reduced in the high frequencies. Songs, I don't have to comment on them. Every song is a really is a really good song. I like this. What is the ballad? This Love is fucking hostile. Yeah, so much good songs on that record. Like Justice for All, it has this Justice for All sound. The drums are dry like motherfuck, and it should be really more balanced, less high frequency. Riot Thundersteel. Riot has a lot of great albums. For me, it was Thundersteel I picked. I could have also picked what is it called, from Fire from Under or something like that. But this Thundersteel Riot I like best from my personal taste, because it has a lot of fantastic melodies and super nice guitar work, musicianship. It has this Halloween harmonic guitar lines. I love this when there are melodic guitar lines, and this Thundersteel, it is there. I also like how he sings the vocal lines. I like very much. For me, Thundersteel maybe the best Riot album, but there are still, of course, a lot, 3-4 more which are really, really recommendable. From Slayer, I would of course choose Rain in Blood, but I also like Seasons in the Abyss and South of Heaven, and yes, but I would choose Rain in Blood because I know every song by heart. Yeah, that's actually kind of sad too, because the lyrics suck. But I heard it so much that I really can sing it along. Like when I first heard the production of that album, my God, Rick Rubin did such a masterful job. It is a hit in your face from second one to the last second. It is just in your face. It's really, really, I think, the most powerful speed metal album I ever heard, next to Kill Em All. This has even more aggression and more power than Kill Em All. Kill Em All is different in some ways, but from the aggression and from the thrash metal part and the speed is really, I don't think something can top it in this matter. And 29 minutes, untoppable. This is the creme de la creme of speed metal for me. It really, really, really kicks ass like anything. Cover is very stupid, at least for me. All these horrible photos, but this is Slayer, so we are used to that imagery. But the music is perfect for my South of Heaven. I could have also chosen, but I like more the speed. South of Heaven has more groove and more slower parts, but this is from minute 1 to last pure speed metal. Also, this one is a very famous from underground speed metal album, Master of the Sky, Savage Grace. If you don't know the song Bound to Be Free, yeah, you missed something, I have to tell you. Please listen to the song, at least on YouTube, Bound to Be Free, and tell me if this is a good song. I highly recommend that album. The cover is so freaking stupid. I mean, look at that guy. And of course, Naked Woman chained to, yeah, I think it's a cop bike, right? Something like that. Holy Moses. What can you say? But the record is really, really fantastic. The next one is also very, very, very good. It's a little different. Next one I would not say it is also speed metal, but it has more melodic metal influences. I think it's called After the War or something like this. After the Fall from Grace. I'm sorry, After the Fall from Grace. I have it also here. This is also a first pressing on the Black Dragon Records label. Fantastic album. Like I said, check Bound to Be Free, and if you like that song, buy the record. This one was in our youth, highly, highly recommended. Also, I love every tone, every song on that record. It's so funny. Lyrics, it's controversial. Billy Milano, controversial person. Maybe not take it too serious, but the songs are funny. Pussy Whipped, Want My Milk, Freddy Krueger, Jesus, whatever is there, it's really cool, man. Speak English or Die. I mean, it's really bad lyrics, but the song is really, very good. Very fast. Charlie Benante and Scott Ian play so nice on that record, so tight. It's really, every song is really funny and very very heavy, and of course fast as a shark, like Except would say. Testament, I would have chosen New Order, Practice What You Preach, or Legacy. Of course, I chose Legacy because this was my first encounter with Testament, and what a great encounter that was, because every song on that record, except for the stupid satanic crap cover for me, is fantastic. Over the wall, every song. I don't have to tell you the songs, people know it. It's nice, it's a very good production by Perialas, who did also the SOD record, and I think also with Anthrax he was together. It's really, really a milestone also for speed metal, because I think Skolnick and Pedersen, they are really master players, master guitar players, and you can hear it. The riffs and the the solos are fantastic. Highly, highly recommended if you don't have it. But if you don't have it, you are not a thrash metal fan and a speed metal fan, I dare to say. Another one is underrated, Whiplash, Power and Pain, great album, very powerful, little hardcore influences, but still a fantastic speed thrash metal album. This comes Roadrunner pressing. I highly recommend this one also if you find it. Great speed and thrash metal album. Very aggressive, very powerful and fast. Next one, I don't have to lose words, also milestone. I don't think it's a black metal album. For me, this is like punk, thrash, speed. It has and a little bit Motorhead. It has of course the satanic stuff inside and the lyrics and the wannabe occultists, but I think it was more or less fun for them. I mean, I could never take Kronos seriously, or Abaddon, or Mantas. But yeah, maybe they were, I don't know. I couldn't take them seriously, especially when I heard that Kronos was all the time coked out of his mind, like I heard in interviews. But this album and the Welcome to Hell are really, really speed grenades and thrash grenades, raw and unfiltered and just record it. I don't care about the sound, just record it. Record the live energy is like very raw, and it has really, really good songs on it too, we have to say. I mean, Countess Bathory is, I think, a blueprint of many doom and black metal songs which followed after. Highly recommended if you find it. This is a French pressing. Enfer, the magazine is there. Burnett, Metallica also was on Burnett, but it has the neat stampers. So it's like having the neat pressing, the first English pressing. Very good. I mean, it's anyway not an audiophile production. Next one is also a very good album, the one before last, Voivod. I was thinking to choose Killing Technology, or I would have chosen Nothing Face, but then I realized if I choose Nothing Face, it's no more speed and thrash metal, because Nothing Face goes really into prog and prog punk or prog metal atmospheres. But this here, Killing Technology is, I think, from the thrash metal part and from the speed, my favorite of Voivod. But from the music and from the arrangements and from the musicianship, I like Nothing Face best. But this is in the category of speed and thrash. Highly recommended, because all the songs are really, really good. And what came here, what appeared here was this dissonant riffing of Voivod, this really, really strange melodies when they play guitar and when the vocals come into it. It's very dissonant. It is very, you have to get used to it, but when you can like it, it's really, really great stuff. I mean, Forgotten in Space is such a cool song, man. I mean, wow. Order of the Blackguards I love. This is not an exercise. It has this punk vibe also. This fast and raw punk vibe is there too. Last one, I chose Zoetrope. I don't know if it's pronounced correctly. Zoetrope. Amnesia, also category Hirax, Exodus, Exxplorer. This corner. Very, very good speed metal, very nice melodies, good musicianship, very fast and raw. This Roadrunner label. This is also, when you are into speed and thrash metal, highly recommendable. Now I have to get up and get one more because I forgot it. Now I just remembered one more. 1 second. This here, now I just spontaneously remembered, I'm sorry. It's also highly recommended. Of course it was alphabetically because I'm German, but now this is R. It comes now after Z. Razor Executioner Song, also classic speed metal, also nice. They looked like clones of Atomkraft. They all were into this. Yeah, also a little bit Rob Halford is there, you know, these times with all this leather and steel shit. But it was the time, it was nice. He looks like I want to be KK Downing, and he looks like the bass player of Steeler in Germany, and yeah, fun. But this was really a fantastic speed metal record, Executioner Song, if you can see it. It's not that cheap, it's on the Roadrunner label. They have one more good record, I don't know the name of that album, but this one, Executioner Song, is really Malicious Intent, I think, is the other one. I'm not sure, but I think Malicious Intent. But Razor, this Executioner Song, also, I remembered it. It is really also one of the classic speed metal records, which any speed metal fan should have. So this would be it. Thank you for your patience, and I apologize for my German accent, but I think quite a lot of gems and jewels are to be found in the 33 records. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put the list at the end of the video, and I wish you all a good time. Peace.